Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for making the time to attend our meeting for today. All right, gentlemen. Imagine standing in Istanbul, a city where Europe and Asia meets. It is a city full of history, culture, beautiful building, and also traditions that are still preserved until today. And that is why Istanbul is a very destination. It's a very special destination for our cultural field trip. So since our group has already agreed to visit Istanbul, I think that we should choose activities that are not only fun but also meaningful and educational. And today, I would like to suggest two activities that I believe that can make our trip more interesting and memorable. And my name is Muhammad Fido bin Suhaimi. As the chairperson from our previous meeting, I understand that our main goal is to plan a field trip that are well organized, meaningful, and also useful for all committee members. And before I explain and list my activities, let me remind everyone about our trip details. So our group so our agreed destination is Istanbul, which is in Turkey, and the trip will be held from 22nd September until 25 September of 2026 for 4 days and 3 nights. And the total estimated budget is around 30,900 ringgit for 5 participants. And I think that 5 participants is suitable number because it will be easier for us to move around and manage transport, control the budget, and also make sure everyone can enjoy the activities properly. So the first activity I would like to suggest is to visit the Blue Mosque. So the Blue Mosque, also known as Sultan Ahmed Mosque, is one of the most famous and important landmarks in Istanbul. It is located in Sultan Ahmed area, which is known as one of the historical centers of the city. And during this activity, we can visit the Blue Mosque and learn about its beautiful Ottoman architecture and also cultural value. And the mosque is well known for its large domes, tall minarets, and also beautiful blue tiles inside the building. And these features make the Blue Mosque one of the most unique and meaningful places to visit in Istanbul. At the Blue Mosque, we can also understand the importance of mosques as the places of worship, community gathering, and also cultural identity. And this will give us a clear view of how Islamic and Ottoman heritage shape Istanbul's history and culture. And I believe that this activity is a good choice because it fits very well with our team for field trip. Through this visit, we will not only see a beautiful historical building, but also learn about the religion, architecture, traditions, and also the culture in a real settings. Therefore, I believe that visiting the Blue Mosque is a meaningful activities because it is educational, practical, and also strongly connected to Istanbul cultural and historical identity. And the second activity I would like to suggest is a Turkish cultural workshop. For these activities, we can take part in hands-on sessions such as Turkish coffee making, Ebru art, and also traditional ceramic painting. And during the workshop, we will not only watch and listen, but also experience the culture by doing the activities ourselves. For example, in a Turkish coffee workshop, we can learn how the traditional coffee is prepared and served. If you choose the Ebru art, we can learn the traditional technique of creating colorful patterns on water before transferring them onto the paper. And this activity will give us a closer understanding of Turkish traditions, creativity, and also daily cultural practices. I choose the activity because it is more interactive than a normal sightseeing, because we will not only watch or listen, but we will also get the chance to experience Turkish culture Turkish culture by doing the activities ourselves. And this also can help us to learn something new and bring back a personal memory from the trip. Therefore, I think the Turkish cultural workshop is a suitable activity because it combines learning, creativity, cultural exposure, and also the group participations. In conclusion, I would like to recommend these two activities, which is a visit to the Blue Mosque and also the Turkish cultural workshop. I believe that these activities are suitable for our time, budget, and also the group size, and they also match our trip theme. As the chairperson, I hope that all committee members can support my proposal and consider including this activity in our final field trip plan. And that will conclude my individual pitchings. Thank you for listening to my proposed activities. And now I would like to pass the session to the next committee member, Mr. Fadil Shah, to present his suggested activities for our Istanbul field trip. Fadil Shah, you may begin.
Thank you, Mr. Firdaus Suhaimi. First of all, my name is Muhammad Felicia bin Sharum. I am a committee member of the UKM Students Association. First of all, imagine you picture on yourself on a boat sailing along the beautiful Bosphorus Strait. On one side, you can see the European part of Istanbul, while on the other side lies Asia. Surrounding us are stunning mosques, historical palaces, magnificent bridges, and the calm blue water of the Bosphorus. This trip is more than just a journey. It is an opportunity for us to explore a city where history, culture, and modern life come together. That is why today I would like to propose two interesting activities for our leisure field trip to Istanbul, Turkey. I understand that our field trip should not only be fun, but also educational and meaningful. Since our agreed destination is Istanbul, Turkey, I would like I would like to suggest two activities that can help us experience Turkish culture in a more exciting and memorable way. The first activity I would like to suggest is a Bosphorus cruise. During this activity, we will take a boat ride along the Bosphorus Strait, which separate the European side and Asian side of Istanbul. From the cruise, we can enjoy beautiful view of history palaces, mosques, bridges, and waterfront houses, and the famous Istanbul skyline. I believe the activity is suitable because Istanbul is well known as the city where the Europe and Asia meet. Through the activity, we can directly experience the unique location of Istanbul while also learning about the importance of the Bosphorus Strait in history, trade, transportation, and culture. Besides that, this activity is relaxing and memorable because everyone can enjoy the scenery, take photo, and see Istanbul from a different perspective. The second activity I would like to suggest is Turkey cooking workshop. In this activity, we will learn how to prepare traditional Turkish food such as kebab, baklava, Turkish tea, or Turkish coffee with guidance from a local instructor. This activity will allow us to understand Turkish culture through food, ingredient, cooking methods, and dining traditions. I justify that this activity because food is an important part of culture, and I give us more hands-on experience compared to only visiting tourist places. Everyone can participate actively, communicate with the instructor, and work together as a team. This activity can also strengthen our bond as a group members because we will be learning, cooking, and eating together. In conclusion, I strongly believe that the Bosphorus cruise and Turkish cooking workshop are suitable activity for our Istanbul cultural field trip. These activities are not only interesting, but also educational, interactive, and meaningful. The cruise allow us to experience Istanbul's unique geography and history, while the cooking workshop allow us to understand Turkish culture in a practical way. Therefore, I hope all committee members will support my proposal and agree to include these two activities in our field trip plan.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Fadisha, for your proposed activities. Your suggestions are interesting and suitable for our Istanbul cultural field trip. And next, I would like to invite Mr. Arif to present his suggested activities. Mr. Arif, you can start.
Thank you, Mr. Firdaus. So, imagine the five of us walking through Istanbul, feeling the cool autumn air and looking at buildings that are thousands of years old. Picture of us standing right where the story was made, where East meet West. Doesn't that sound like a perfect culture trip for our trip, right? Hello again, my name is Muhammad Arif, and I am committee member of the UKM Student Association. So I am very glad we decide on Istanbul for our culture field trip. Today I am here to share two activity ideas that will make our fall trip truly memorable and educational. So for our first activity is I propose a guide visit to Grand Bazaar. It is one of the oldest and largest cover market in the world. So this thousand of shops selling everything from spices and colorful lamps to beautiful hand-woven carpets. So I choose this activity because it is the best way to experience authentic Turkish culture firsthand. Since our group is a small, only 5 participants, so it will be very easy for us to stay together, move through to the market comfortably and interact with the local shopkeeper. So it is great way to learn about the local economy and traditional art. So my second suggestion is a visit to Basilica Cistern. So this is a giant ancient underground water reservoir built in the 6th century. So it look like an underground palace with a hundred of beautiful marble column rising from the water, including the famous giant stone, head of Medusa. I choose this activity because it offers incredible educational value regarding ancient history and engineering. So it is located right next to the Hagia Sophia. So we save travel time. More importantly, the underground walkway are quite narrow and dark. Having a small group of exactly 5 participants is absolutely perfect because we can easily walk together, stay safe, and clearly hear our tour guide without getting lost in the crowd. So both of activity offer a perfect balance of the culture learning, history and team bonding. So they are simple to organize that perfectly within our plan for our group of 5. Therefore, I strongly urge all committee members to support these activity ideas for our upcoming trip. Let's make this experience a great success. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Mr. Arif, for your proposed activities. Your ideas are meaningful and can help make our trip more educational and memorable. And now I would like to invite Mr. Adam Harid to present his proposed activities for our Istanbul field trip.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fidaus. So, gentlemen, to begin, imagine visiting a city where different civilization, cultures, and religions have coexisted for centuries. So, what if our field trip could allow us to experience history and cultural diversity beyond the classroom? Today, I would like to share my Istanbul, Turkey is an excellent destination for our educational field trip. So, first of all, allow me to introduce myself. So, my name is Adam Harid bin Razmi, and I am a committee member of the UKM Student Association. So, as a committee member, it is my responsibility to propose activities that can enrich student academically while exposing them to different cultures and perspectives. So, to begin, my first suggested activity is visiting the Istanbul Archaeological Museum. So the museum houses thousands of artifacts from ancient civilization, including Greek, Romans, and Ottoman empires. So students will have the opportunity to explore the historical objects, sculptures, and archaeological discoveries that reflect the rich history of Istanbul. So I choose this activity because it provides significant educational value. By observing authentic historical artifacts, students can deepen their understanding or world history, archaeological and cultural preservation. So this hands-on learning experience goes beyond textbook and allow students to connect directly with the past. So next, my second suggested activity is exploring the Belet district. So Belet is one of Istanbul's oldest neighborhoods and is well known for its colorful streets and multicultural heritage. So students can observe how different communities with diverse background have lived together throughout the history. So I selected this activity because it offers valuable cultural exposure and through the first-hand experience with local cultural and heritage, students can develop greater appreciation for diversity and strengthen their global perspective. So with these opportunities in mind, this activity provide a balanced combination of educational learning and cultural exposure, making our field trip more meaningful and memorable. So therefore, I sincerely hope all committee members will support this proposal and choose Istanbul, Turkey as our field trip destination. So together, let us create an unforgettable learning experience beyond the classroom. And that is all for now. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Adam Harid, for your proposed activities. And I think that your suggestion also have a strong cultural and educational value. And lastly, I would like to invite Mr. Adam Roslan to present his activities ideas. Mr. Adam Roslan, you may begin.
Thank you, Mr. Firdaus. I will start with the question first. Did you know that the Hagia Sophia started as the world's largest cathedral for nearly 1,000 years before its engineering design inspired centuries of traditional Ottoman architecture? It is one thing to look at the pictures of these structural wonders in a global history textbook, but it's completely different experience to stand beneath their massive domes, look up at the ancient walls, and feel that history in a real life. Hello everyone, my name is Adam Harid bin Roslan and I am a proud committee member of the UKM Student Association. As a dedicated member of this committee, I have carefully organized our core activities to ensure our associations gets a highly practical, educational and a deeply memorable learning experience during our time abroad. For our upcoming field trip, I propose two general types of activities that are perfectly match our educational goals. Our primary activity will be an architectural and engineering field study at the Hagia Sophia. This choice is fully justified because it provides our committee with a direct hands-on exposure to a massive Byzantine structural design and beautiful religious art transitions. By standing inside it, we can deeply analyze how these giant marble pillars and floating domes were built thousands of years ago, while successfully bonding together as a team. Our next activity will take us just short walk away, where we will conduct an administrative and heritage study at the Topkapi Palace Council Chamber. This specific activity is justified because it serves as a real-life lessons in historical politics and government systems. This is the exact room where sultans and their top ministers make decisions that change the world. Visiting this site gives a small 5-person committee a quiet, structured environment to practice critical observations, study historical management styles, and improve our team coordinations. Focusing my proposal purely on these two neighboring historical sites gives us maximum cultural exposure. See for yourself why these two historical sites are the perfect choice for our itinerary. I really hope everyone in our team will choose these two great activities today so we can make our learning experience unforgettable. Let's choose these solid plans and let's combine our ideas to make this trip happen. That's all for my pitch. Thank you for your time and for listening. That's from me.
Thank you, Mr. Adam Harid Roslan, for your proposed activities. I think that your suggestion also is a very interesting and suitable for our Istanbul cultural field trip. All right, gentlemen, before we end today's pitching session, I would like to thank all committee members for sharing your proposed activities. So from today's session, we can see that everyone has given good and meaningful ideas for our Istanbul cultural field trip. And I think that each activity has its own values, and also whether in the terms of history, culture, architecture, traditions, or a group experience. So as the chairpersons, I believe this suggestion will help us prepare a better and a more balanced itinerary for our trip. So since our field trip will take place from 22nd September until the 25th September of 2026, with a total budget of 30,900 ringgit for 5 participants, we should choose activities that are practical, educational, and also suitable for our group. I hope that all committee members can consider these activities proposed today and also support the best choices for our final field trip plan. And thank you once again for your cooperation and participations. That is all from me. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Firdaus.
Mr. Firdaus.